Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why am I losing strength even though I'm still exercising? You're not alone. Over 68% of Americans over 60 experience a silent decline in muscle and joint power each year, even when they're active. It's not aging that's stealing your strength, it's 7 hidden mistakes buried inside your daily routine. And the scary part, most people never realize it until their body stops responding, until climbing stairs feels heavier, lifting groceries hurts more, and that quiet fear whispers, maybe I'm just too old to get stronger again. But here's the truth, you're not too old. You're just unknowingly training against your biology. Your muscles, your balance, your coordination, they still have enormous potential, but only if you stop doing what's secretly holding them back. In this video, I'll reveal the 7 silent workout mistakes that stop strength after 60 and how to fix them safely without heavy weights, without pain, and without spending hours in the gym. This isn't another eat more protein or sleep better cliche. This is science-backed, joint-friendly correction anyone can start today. Because once you understand these mistakes, your body can begin to rebuild power you thought was gone forever. So stay until the end, because the last 2 mistakes are the ones even experienced trainers overlook, and fixing them could completely change how your body feels in the next few weeks. This is not about training harder. It's about training smarter in a way your 60-year-old body can thrive. Take a deep breath, your comeback starts now. Most people over 60 still warm up the same way they did decades ago. A few quick arm circles, maybe a toe touch, then straight into the workout. That's mistake number 7. Your body today isn't the same as it was at 25. As we age, our tendons lose elasticity, joints stiffen, and blood flow slows down, which means jumping into exercise cold is like starting an old car on a freezing morning. It works, but with a painful grind. The result, stiffness, soreness, and in many cases, small injuries that quietly sabotage progress. A proper warm-up isn't a waste of time. It's your ticket to performance. Studies from the American College of Sports Medicine show that a 5 to 7 minute dynamic warm-up, gentle marching in place arm swings and controlled squats can increase muscle readiness by up to 40% and cut injury risk in half. Think of it as waking up your nervous system before lifting anything. So before you grab those dumbbells, spend 5 minutes activating your joints and balance. You'll feel your body move smoother almost instantly. But even if your warm-up is perfect, there's another hidden mistake that still blocks progress inside your sets, and it's one most older adults make without realizing it. You might not notice it, but many seniors still train with the rhythm of their younger years. Fast reps, jerky motions, chasing speed over control. That's mistake number 6, and it silently kills your strength gains. As we age, our fast-twitch muscle fibers, the ones responsible for explosive power, naturally decline. When you move too quickly, you skip the full range of motion and lose tension, meaning your muscles never get the deep stimulus they need to grow stronger. Research from the National Institute on Aging found that seniors who slowed their tempo, 3 seconds lowering, 2 seconds lifting, improved muscle tone and balance by nearly 30% more than those who trained at normal speed. Controlled reps keep the muscle under tension, longer activating fibers your body hasn't used in years. So instead of counting reps, count seconds. Feel the burn, control the motion, and let your body rediscover its strength at its own pace. Remember, slow doesn't mean weak, it means precise. And when you master that control, your workouts become safer and far more effective. But even perfect tempo won't help if you're still missing one thing: recovery. And that brings us to mistake number 5, one almost everyone over 60 makes without realizing it. Here's a mistake almost every older adult makes: rushing through workouts without giving their muscles time to recover. It feels productive to move nonstop, but your body over 60 doesn't recharge like it used to. As we age, our ATP and creatine phosphate systems, the energy engines that power your muscles, take longer to refill. If you don't rest enough between sets, you're lifting with half your power, teaching your body to perform weak. A study from the University of Oklahoma found that seniors who added just 30 extra seconds of rest between sets gained 22% more strength in 8 weeks compared to those who didn't. That short break lets your nervous system reset and your muscles rebuild fuel. So instead of jumping from one move to the next, rest for 60 to 90 seconds. Take deep breaths and let your body recharge. Think of it like sharpening your blade. Before the next cut, you'll perform cleaner, stronger, and safer. And here's the irony, training smarter with rest actually burns more energy overall because you can lift better with every round. But recovery isn't just about what happens between sets, it's also about what happens between days. And that's where mistake number 4 comes in. Many older adults believe that exercising every day is the secret to staying young. But here's the truth, without rest, your progress reverses. That's mistake number 4. At 60 and beyond, your body needs recovery as much as it needs movement. Constant training keeps your cortisol levels elevated, reduces testosterone and growth hormone, and leaves your joints inflamed instead of rebuilding stronger. You might feel productive, but inside your muscles are quietly breaking down. Research from the Journal of Gerontology shows that seniors who train 4 to 5 times per week with structured recovery days gain double the muscle endurance compared to those who train daily. The fix: follow the 2 days on, 1 day active rest rule. Use that rest day for a slow walk, stretching, or yoga, anything that keeps you moving gently without strain. Think of recovery not as doing nothing, but as charging your internal battery. Your strength is built when you rest, not when you overtrain. And the difference shows better energy, better sleep, and fewer aches. But even if you master your recovery rhythm, one simple story proves how small corrections can transform everything. Let me tell you about Martha, 68, who rediscovered her strength by doing less but smarter. Martha was 68 and had almost given up on getting stronger. She worked out every day thinking more was better, but her arms ached, her sleep was restless, and she felt weaker each week. When we reviewed her routine, we didn't add more, we took away. We replaced daily workouts with 2 training days followed by 1 active rest day. We added 5 minutes of dynamic warm-ups and slowed every rep to a controlled rhythm. Within 6 weeks, her energy returned. She told me, for the first time in years, I carried my grocery bags without help. That moment wasn't about muscles, it was about confidence. By doing less, she gained more. Her body finally had time to rebuild instead of constantly catching up. That's the power of recovery and intention and small shifts that make a lifetime of difference. And her story leads perfectly into mistake number 3, one that hides inside your exercise choices. One of the biggest reasons many people over 60 stop training isn't weakness, it's pain. That's mistake number 3, sticking with the same high-impact moves you used decades ago. Deep floor push-ups, jumping squats, heavy bench presses, they all put unnecessary pressure on aging joints, ligaments, and cartilage that naturally lose elasticity over time. It's not that you can't train hard, you just need to train smart. Studies from the Arthritis Foundation show that seniors who switched to joint-friendly variations experienced up to a 35% reduction in pain while maintaining the same muscle growth. Try incline push-ups against a bench chair squats instead of floor squats and resistance bands instead of heavy dumbbells. These small changes protect your joints while still challenging your muscles. Think of it this way, it's not about proving your toughness, it's about preserving your longevity. Train for tomorrow, not just today. You'll feel stronger, safer, and more stable every session. But the next mistake hides deeper. Even if your form is perfect, you might be following the wrong kind of workout altogether. And that's mistake number 2, one that silently derails thousands of seniors every year. It's tempting, right? You open YouTube, see a 20-year-old trainer doing fast circuits, heavy burpees, or intense HIIT, and think, if they can do it, I can too. But that's mistake number 2. Following random routines designed for young bodies with young recovery systems. Your body over 60 has different needs. You don't need speed, you need stability, control, and mobility. When you copy programs that push too hard or move too fast, your joints take the punishment while your muscles get none of the reward. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, seniors who followed personalized low-impact programs saw better balance, flexibility, and strength gains than those who followed generic online workouts. The fix: choose workouts built for your stage of life, ones that focus on balance, mobility, and strength. Think steady chair squats, resistance band rows, or light dumbbell presses with full range and slow tempo. These train your body safely while keeping your heart strong. Remember, consistency beats intensity. You don't need to keep up with 20-year-olds. You just need to keep improving at 60 and beyond. And yet, even the perfect plan won't help if you forget the single rule that powers every workout connection. That's mistake number 1. Here's the most overlooked mistake of all: moving your body without feeling your muscles. That's mistake number 1, and it's the quiet killer of progress after 60. Many older adults go through the motions. They lift, push, and pull, but their mind isn't connected to what the muscle is doing. As we age, our neuromuscular connection, the signal between brain and muscle, weakens, making it harder to activate fibers effectively. A study from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that lifters who focused on feeling the target muscle increased activation by up to 40% compared to those just moving weight. So instead of thinking, finish the set, think, feel every inch of the motion. Visualize your biceps squeezing, your triceps extending, your glutes firing. You can even touch the muscle lightly to reinforce the signal it works. Your brain is your strongest training tool. When you restore that mind-muscle link, every rep becomes more powerful, more intentional, and safer. Because at the end of the day, it's not about lifting heavy, it's about lifting with awareness. And once you reconnect that awareness, your body starts to rebuild strength you thought was gone for good. James was 72, a retired firefighter who still had that spark to stay strong. But no matter how hard he trained, his arms stayed the same, soft, weak, and sore. He told me, maybe I've hit my limit. But we didn't add more weight or more sets. We simply slowed everything down, focused on his breathing, and reconnected his mind with every muscle contraction. Within 4 weeks, his form improved. Within 8, he started curling 15-pound dumbbells with control and zero pain. His granddaughter looked at him and said, "Grandpa, your arms look strong again." That moment wasn't just physical, it was emotional. James realized that strength wasn't gone, it was just asleep. And the moment he trained with awareness instead of ego, his body woke up again. His story proves one thing: it's never too late to rebuild power the right way. So if your progress has slowed, your balance feels off, or your strength seems to fade, no matter what you do, don't panic. You're not broken and you're not too old. What's been holding you back are these 7 silent mistakes that quietly work against your body's natural rhythm. Once you fix them, everything changes. Your muscles respond again. Your posture improves. Even walking upstairs starts to feel easier. The science is clear: your body at 60, 70, or even 80 still holds incredible capacity for growth. The key isn't pushing harder, it's training smarter, moving with purpose and recovering with respect. Strength after 60 isn't about competing with youth, it's about reclaiming control. You deserve to feel capable, steady, and proud of your body again. And when you start applying these corrections, from warming up right, to resting, to connecting your mind and muscles, you'll see it for yourself. Every rep, every breath, every small adjustment is an investment in your longevity. Think of your workouts not as punishment, but as a celebration that you still can. You're proving that age doesn't define ability, awareness does. So take what you've learned today and apply it the next time you train. Feel each motion, protect your joints, and let your energy rebuild from the inside out. Because strength never really leaves, it just waits for you to call it back. If this video helped you, hit like and tell me your age in the comments. I want to know who's out there fighting to stay strong. And if your knees, hips, or back have been slowing you down lately, don't miss our next video, over 65 exercises that rebuild joint power naturally. It's packed with safer moves to keep you mobile and pain-free for years to come. Until then, stay consistent, stay patient, and remember, your best strength may still be ahead of you.